Good afternoon, everybody. It is 3 o'clock. I'm calling to order the City of Green Acres Code Enforcement Hearing for October 30th, 2024. My name is Keith Davis. I'm a special magistrate appointed by the city to preside over today's hearing. If you have any noisy cell phones on you, please make sure they're silenced so that they don't interrupt our proceedings, and I'll really appreciate that. If you're going to be speaking to me about any of the items on our agenda, about 21 matters to take care of today, so if you're here to talk to me about any of those things, I will look forward to hearing from you, but your testimony does need to be sworn, which means I need to place everyone who's going to be testifying under oath. So if you will be testifying, please stand, raise your right hand, and I will swear everybody in together. Okay. Anyone else? Do each of you swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that your testimony in today's hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you very much. You can all have a seat. Let's see. By way of housekeeping, if you're a respondent and you're here for a case, when your case is called, remind me where we have the respondents go to testify. To the podium over here to my left. Is that where the city, or the city will present its case as well?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, didn't remember. So when your case is called, the way that I'm going to handle each case is that first I'm going to hear from the city. The city will likely have a witness or witnesses that will testify about the alleged violations, the notice that you got. There may be photographs or other documentary evidence that is in the file that I will consider. Once the city's concluded its presentation to me, made any recommendations to me on how it believes the case should be handled, it'll then be your opportunity. I'll have you come up to the same podium. If you have any questions for any of the witnesses that the city presented, you're entitled to ask questions of those witnesses. If you don't have any questions, that's fine. You can simply tell me about the case from your point of view. In the event that you brought your own additional documents or photographs that you would like me to consider, that will be the time to produce those. Once I've heard everything from you and everything from the city regarding the case, in all likelihood today I will enter an order that resolves the matter. Sometimes we don't get that lucky, and every once in a while we have to continue a case, but generally I expect to resolve most all the matters this afternoon. So that's how we'll proceed. It's my understanding that there was a sign-in sheet. We're going to take those cases first. So just this order?
Yes.
Okay. Is this pretty much the order of the agenda?
Yes.
Okay, so we're just going to start at the top and work our way down. And not to be a pest or a pain, if at some point anyone's able to get me a glass of water or something, that would be helpful. Okay, so the first case that we're going to call is agenda item number 1, case 1-24-10157. Property owners Roxana Ortega Godinez and Marco A. Cordero Ramos. Address is 5841 South 38th Court. City can proceed.
Hey, good afternoon. My name is Xavier Morales, Code Compliance Officer for the City of Green Acres. This property is located at 5841 South 38th Court, and this property was first cited on January 23rd, 2024. This case is about fixing / maintaining the driveway that has a pothole in it, a door and windows being installed without a permit, and building materials left outside the property as trash. As of today, a permit for the windows and door installation has been issued. Most of the trash has been removed, but the driveway remains the same. I have submitted a package for evidence, which includes the proof of ownership, PAPAs, a copy of the notice of violation dated April 17th, 2024, proof of service for the notice of violation, it was posted, the affidavit of posting is included, a copy of the notice to appear dated September 19th, 2024, proof of service for the notice to appear, it was posted, the affidavit of posting is included. It was also mailed by certified mail, the signed mail receipt is also included, and photos of the property. Your Honor, the property owner is not here today, but I have been in contact with her, and she has indicated that just today she received a survey of her property, so she will be requesting the permits to address the driveway and a fence. So she asked if she could have 90 days, which is what we're recommending.
Do you have a recommendation on a daily fine if the 90 days is not met?
$100.
And there's nobody here on behalf of the respondent for this case? Okay. All right, anything else from the city? All right, city has proper notice with the returned certified mail in the file, and it looks like the property was also posted. So I will find proper notice, even though the respondent is not present. Is the city's position that Section 105.1 and 7410A1 are now in compliance, or are they still? That's the building permit and the outdoor, the safety and sanitation.
It's pending the inspection, the 110,
So you still need to inspect on the
410.
outdoor storage or whatever you're calling that. What about the building permit that have been issued? Is that now in compliance?
It has been issued, but it's pending inspection
Okay.
for the windows and doors.
So the code section that's cited requires the permit to be applied for and obtained. So if the permit has been applied for and obtained,
It is in compliance.
okay. And the walkway and driveway is still in violation, and the exterior proper area may be in compliance, but that still requires your inspection. So as of right now, technically, that's still in violation.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor, just a clarification. One of the things the city is looking at in some of these cases dealing with work without permits is not just obtaining the permit, but completing the permit process, which means, obviously getting, by law, getting all the required inspections and having the permit finalized out. Is it your preference that we cite something else in order for that to mandate compliance?
I'm just reading what you cited. The respondent was provided with language that says, obtain permit or remove unpermitted work. I'm told they obtained a permit. And the code section talks about making application and obtaining the permit. So that's what I'm looking at in the notice of violation. That's what was sent. Clearly, the permit has to be closed out at some point for the building permit to be closed, but in terms of the code enforcement piece of this, it appears to me that based on what was cited, or what was cited and what was served on the respondent, they've done what the city's asked for. I think, and now it would be under the building department, and they have to comply with all the requirements of the building code to get the permit closed out for sure.
Okay. And so for future cases, if the city's going to require that the permit be appropriately closed out, we would just need to advise the respondent to obtain the permit, complete the work as required by the permit, and finalize out the permit.
I guess that begs the question, though, if mean, let's say that that didn't go to code enforcement, and I just wanted to do the work, and I applied for my building permit. You know, I then have the timeframes under the building code to do that work without being under the thumb of code enforcement, the threat of a code enforcement lien. It seems to me that once the permit's been applied for, they've cured the code violation, and now they're under the Florida Building Code, and you know, if they didn't get an inspection in the appropriate time and the permit, what's the right word, expired, clearly that's a code enforcement issue if they continue to do work. But if they get the permit and they're within the parameters of doing the work and getting the inspections, I'm not sure what the violation would be.
Well, if the city looks at it from the standpoint of compliance would be appropriately obtaining the permit and closing that permit out.
Yeah, then I think you, in my opinion, you would need to, at the very minimum, include that language
Right.
in the notice.
Violation.
Yes.
Okay.
And I don't see that that was done here, so I'm,
Understood.
yeah.
Okay.
So,
All right.
okay, I think we're on the same page.
Yes. Thank you.
Do you have, there's no monetary recommendation for a daily fine on the rest of this, if the 90 days isn't
I thought it was $100.
$100 a day?
Yeah.
Okay, I have no problem with that. And then, remind me, please, are there administrative costs that the city will be seeking to collect?
Your Honor, we don't seek administrative costs
Okay.
unless it converts to a lien.
Gotcha.
And then we pursue it through that process.
Perfect. Okay, then in this case, I do find, again, proper notice. Based on the testimony and the evidence, I will find the property remains in violation of City Code 7-412 and 7-410, parens A, parens 1. I'll find the property is complied with 105.1 regarding pulling the permit for the Florida Building Code. I will allow 90 additional days to comply with the outstanding violations. Compliance is not achieved by that 90-day time frame. 90 days was January 29th of 2025. After that, daily fines of $100 per day are assessed. Is it per day per violation or just $100 per day period?
Just $100.
$100 per day until compliance is achieved, and I will sign that order, okay? All right. The next case on this afternoon's agenda is case the case on the agenda is 2-24-10189. Property owner Dawn Hinspetter, but it appears that that has complied. Is that correct? Is there anything else that we need to put on the record if the case is complied?
No, Magistrate, just the case has complied.
Okay. Agenda item number 3 is case 4-24-10373. Property owner is GAW Rentals LLC, 103 Timber Lane Circle. Agenda also indicates that that is complied.
Yes, Magistrate.
Thank you. All right, next I have agenda item number 4, case 5-24-10398. Property owner Beryl Rosier and McKinley Esther Rosier Lindor. The address is 1176 Hatteras Circle. I'm just looking for my packet on that one. I do not have a backup for that one up here.
Did you provide your packets?
Yeah, I gave them all to Javier, and he put them in order.
Oh, wait, I beg your pardon, I misplaced it. 1176 Hatteras Circle. Is there anybody here on behalf of the respondent for that case? All right, thank you, ma'am. We'll see you in just a second. City can proceed.
Good afternoon, Jerry Brunel, Code Compliance Officer for the City of Green Acres. This property, located at 1176 Hatteras Circle, was first cited by me on May the 8th when I initiated a notice of violation case. The case is about fence and pavers installed in the rear yard without permit and inspections. Open storage, which included trash, debris, and building materials in the front yard and driveway, and the address ID number missing on the house. To date, the address ID is on the house. The open storage has been removed from the front of the yard. A building permit application for the pavers has been submitted and created, but not issued. That was as of September 23rd. And a fence permit application was also submitted on the 23rd. It's been created but not issued. I've submitted a package for evidence that includes the proof of ownership through property appraiser's office, a request to appear hearing notice dated 9/9/24 was sent certified mail and posted on the property and City Hall. Affidavit of posting dated October 19 is included, and photos are included in the packet.
All right, so we have permits applied for, but they haven't been issued yet.
Correct. According to planning and zoning, there are some setback violations that they're gonna have to remove some pavers and probably move the fence. It's all been outlined and sent to the property owner,
Okay.
so that's all I have for now.
And so the outstanding violation is
Just the
section 105.1.
Correct.
All right, and what's the city's recommendation for compliance?
Recommendation is 30 days to remove as outlined in by planning and zoning, and $50 a day.
And within that 30 days, are you also looking to have will that allow the permits to be issued once does that?
The way that it was told to me yesterday, I believe that if they comply with the outline and as what they requested, they should be able to get the
So
permits,
30 days to comply with
obtaining the permit.
obtaining the permit pursuant to the procedures that have been provided
Correct,
through planning
correct,
and
yeah.
zoning. Okay, thank you very much. And then you can come on up, ma'am, and I've already sworn you in, so you can, if you would just put your name and address into the record first, and then you can either ask any questions you have or tell me about the case.
For the brick, I just replaced them. I didn't know if I need a permit, because it's just like remove and replace at the same place for the permit.
Okay. But now you have applied for the permits.
Yeah, when I received the paper, they told me I have to apply for the permit. When I came here, and the email, when I came here, I applied for the permit, and I never received any response. When I came here back again, they say they emailed me. When I look on my email, I saw the paper just like a couple days. It was Friday, yeah.
Okay,
The last paper, they was asked me for the permit.
okay. You heard the testimony from the city that, I guess, have you received this, the procedural plan from planning and zoning to remove the items that need to be removed and obtain the permits? Are you familiar with?
No, I received the paper for them to remove the trash and the bag and the sign. That's the paper I received from them.
And that's already been done, from what I
Mhm.
understand. Can we maybe get some clarity on what exactly, I'm not comfortable that everybody's clear on what exactly needs to be done to get this.
So,
Right.
Special Magistrate, I think what's going on here is that she's saying the notice that she received, she's saying the violations on the notice she received, not what she received from the zoning and planning.
Yeah, that's what I want to make, I want to be comfortable that ma'am, that you understand what the next steps are. Because it appears to me the original code enforcement case contained a number of different violations. It appears that you've taken care of some of them, but there's still one left, which is the one that has to do with getting the permits for the fence and the paver work. But there's some work that you have to do on the property in order for those permits to be issued. If I understand correctly, I want to make sure you understand what you need to do, and within the time frame that you need to do that. I don't want you leaving here not understanding what is expected, because I want you to be able to take care of this and avoid any daily fines if at all possible.
But what I'm trying to tell you, everything I did, they already there. They already, like the purpose, it's already there. I just change them and like replace them, not something like new.
But you need, my understanding, and city, correct me if I'm wrong, you still need a permit to do that because you're taking things up out of the ground and those have to be installed in the correct way in accordance with the building code, or you'll have problems down the road. So it requires a permit, even though you're just switching out like for like. That's still a job that needs a permit.
Okay.
All right, so,
Your Honor?
yeah.
Yesterday, meeting with the zoning official, he informed us that some of the pavers in the fence are in a setback,
They're in the setback.
30%
Yes.
of them.
That's part, so that's what needs to be removed.
They need to remove
Gotcha.
that, show on their permit application they've been removed out of the setback, and then finish with the permit, and they'll be able to be in compliance.
And the
Ma'am, do you have a
fence and the
contractor
easement.
working for you, or are you doing this yourself?
I have a contractor.
Okay. All right, I want to make sure the 30 days is not setting this up for failure.
Your Honor, we'd be open to 60.
Yeah, I think I'd be more comfortable with that as well.
Okay.
So my thought, ma'am, is that you have a contractor, they'll know what needs to be done. I understand what's going on. You've got some things in the building setback that are not allowed to be in the building setback, so they have to be moved out of the setback. That's what we're talking about. Because the city can't issue a building permit to put things in places on the property that they're not allowed to be, and that's part of the problem. So I'm inclined to set 2 months as the compliance deadline, which would get you to basically the end of the year. December 30th is 2 months for you and your contractor to get this taken care of, and by doing that, you'd avoid daily fines. Do you understand?
Yeah.
All right, is there anything else you'd like to tell me, or any questions that you have before I enter my order?
Thank you.
All right, anything else from the city?
That's all, sir.
Okay. City has proper notice in this case. Based on the testimony and the evidence, I find the property remains in violation of section 105.1. I'm going to allow 60 days, which is December 30th, to cure the violations. After that, I will accept the city's recommendation and assess daily fines of $50 per day until compliance is achieved. All right, good luck, ma'am. All right, next agenda item number 5, case 6-24 to 10472, Omara and Maria Rosal Franco. The address is 83 Bridget Boulevard, Suite, Lago Palma. Do we have anybody here on behalf of the respondent for this case? Thank you, ma'am. We'll see you sir, we'll see you in a few minutes. City, you can proceed when you're ready.
Good afternoon. My name is Xavier Morales, Code Compliance Officer for the City of Green Acres. As you mentioned, the property is located at 83 Bridget Boulevard. This is a mobile home in the Lago Palma community. This property was first cited on June 5th, 2024. And this case is about remodel work that was being done without a permit. The property has cutouts for windows, general construction, plumbing, and electrical work taking place without permits. Air conditioner units were installed without a permit, and the storm shutters were closed outside of any adverse weather conditions timeframes. A work stop order was served on the property by the City of Green Acres building official on July 3rd, 2024. To date, the property has complied with the storm shutters and with the air conditioner units, but no permits have been applied for the remodel work. I have submitted a package for evidence which includes the proof of ownership, which is a mobile home VIN check printout, a copy of the notice of violation dated June 5th, 2024, proof of the service for the notice of violation, it was posted, and the affidavit of posting is included, a copy of the notice to appear dated September 5th, 2024, and proof of service for the notice to appear, it was posted, and the affidavit of posting is included. I also included a copy of the notice of violation / hearing notice dated September 27 that was sent to the address of record on the mobile home title search. Proof of service for the notice of violation / hearing notice, it was mailed by certified mail, and the signed certified mail receipt is included. I also included a City of Green Acres screenshot copy of the permits that have been applied for at the property address to date, and photos of the property.
Okay, so the shutters complied.
Yes, Your Honor.
We still need permits for the windows and the interior renovations.
Yes, Your Honor.
And then, can you give me some additional testimony on the violation regarding 110.1? What was the inspection that they couldn't do? I guess the work got concealed because of the unpermitted construction work or something?
The 110 is therefore, once they request their permits, we would like the inspection to take place as well.
Okay. And that relates to the window and interior renovation permits?
Yes, Your Honor.
Once they're issued?
Once there is.
Gotcha. And then what's your recommendation for compliance and daily fines?
The recommendation is $50 a day.
No,
$100 a day after 30 days.
Okay. All right, folks, anything else from the city before I hear from the
Nothing
response? Come
further.
on up, folks. Whichever one of you wants to go first, go ahead and put your name and address into the record, and then you can, the floor is yours. You can tell me about the case.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm sorry, I don't speak English. So I bring with my nephew.
She doesn't speak English, so she brought her nephew to translate.
Okay?
He will be allowed.
Okay, that's fine. Come on up, sir, and you can translate.
Okay. Good afternoon. My name is Emilio, and that trailer belongs to my mom and my aunt.
Okay?
We bought it like 6-8 months ago, and we just tried to remodel it, and we got this violation, but we are having a hard time to find a right contractor to get the permits. So we're just requiring 90 days to address the.
You're asking for 90 additional days to take care of it. Do you have a contractor yet, or you're still trying to secure one?
We hired one, but we got basically he stole our money, and we didn't get the permit done. So we're trying to find another one so we can do the things right.
Okay. Does the city have, what's your position on the request for 90 days compliance?
No objection.
Okay, I have no problem either giving you the 90 days to get it taken care of. Is there anything else that you would like to tell me other than ask for the time?
No, that'll be all.
Okay. Anything else from the city?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right. Then, based on what I have heard, I do find proper notice in this case. Based on the testimony and the evidence, I will find property remains in violation of section 110.1, 105 and 105.1. I will set compliance for January 29th, 2025. That's 90 days. If compliance is not met by that date, daily fines of $100 per day are assessed until compliance is achieved, and I will sign that order. Okay. Next case on the agenda is 6-24, 10530, David Gonzalez. The address is 3763 Mill Run Court. And the city can proceed when you're ready.
Yes, good afternoon. My name is Xavier Morales, Code Compliance Officer for the City of Green Acres. This case is about unregistered vehicles parked on the property, missing patches of sod in the landscape, and a dead tree that needs to be removed or replaced, and a dirty, discolored driveway that needs cleaning and maintenance. This property was first cited on March 4th, 2024, and then again on May 14th, 2024. On September 19th, 2024, all the violations were combined into a notice of violation / hearing notice. I have submitted a package for evidence, which includes proof of ownership, the papas, a copy of the notice of violation dated April 29th, 2024, proof of service for the notice of violation. It was mailed by certified mail, and the signed certified mail receipt is included. A copy of the notice of violation dated June 27th, 2024, proof of service for the notice of violation. It was mailed certified mail, and the signed certified mail receipt is included. And then a copy of the notice of violation / hearing notice dated September 19th, 2024, proof of service for the notice of violation / hearing notice. It was posted. The affidavit of posting is included. And I also have photos of the property.
The vegetation that is this looks like used to be a palm tree. It's about 4.5 feet tall, and then it's just it's just the trunk.
Half of it, yes, Your Honor.
So that has to be removed, and that requires a permit.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Is this one of those things where if the homeowner presented something from an arborist, but that hasn't been done? Okay. Okay. And then what is the violation of City Code 7-417 regarding accessory structures? What was that?
I believe that's the driveway that needs cleaning and maintenance.
Okay. Yeah, I see the photograph where you've got sections of the driveway circled with like black in black circles. Is that what you're talking about there?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So driveway, tree removal, and the unregistered vehicle is what we're talking about.
And the landscape, the sod.
Right, right. That's the sort of the dead grass over in between the parking areas.
Yes, Your Honor.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. I want to mention also
Yes, sir.
included. There's a letter from the property owner's attorney.
I see that.
It's in reference to, I guess, a litigation they have with their insurance company. It's related to their roof, which is not included in any of the code violations, but I just wanted to bring it up in case.
Yeah, I noticed the letter. I saw that it referred to the roof. I see, photographs, but this case does not have anything to do with the roof. So it seems to me that I have the letter, I've read it, but I don't think it's relevant to the matters that are being pursued by the city in this case. What is the city's recommendation for compliance and daily fines?
$50 a day after 60 days.
Thank you. Anybody here on behalf of the respondent for this case? Okay, it does not appear that the respondent is present. I am going to find proper notice, though, with the certified mail and the posting contained in the file. Based on the testimony and the evidence, I will find property remains in violation as cited. I'll accept the city's recommendation, require compliance in 60 days, which is December 30th, 2024. Failing that, daily fines of $50 per day are assessed until compliance is achieved. Yeah.
I think what we could do for the remaining respondents, I think you have the sheet where who is here.
I had asked for that, and that was, I think, what you were asking for.
Yeah, I
don't-
gave it to you.
Where is it?
The paper up, the packet up in front. It'll be under the cases.
We already did that one. We did 2 and 3. We were up to number 7, which is complied. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to forgive me. I don't see where this tells me who's here and who's not here. I really don't.
Okay.
Your Honor, we'll just call them in.
That'd be fine. Oh. Now I understand. All right. That's why there's always people smarter than me at these hearings.
I don't have,
So who's on number 7 is complied, so is 8, is there a respondent here for 8?
okay. No.
Okay.
The next respondent is number 12.
Your Honor, the next case we're gonna have on the agenda is case number 12, case 8-24-10-65-9.
Got it? It's 5541 South 37th Street, Candido M. Cortez. Okay. Whenever you're ready.
Good afternoon. My name is Xavier Morales, Code Compliance Officer for the City of Green Acres. The property owner is listed as Candido Cortez. This property was first cited on August 8, 2024. This case is about repair and maintenance of the driveway and the parking of vehicles on the grass. The property originally had a concrete driveway that was removed and replaced without a permit. The new work was also removed and never replaced. It is currently bare. I have submitted a package for evidence, which includes proof of ownership, the papas, a copy of the notice of violation / hearing notice dated September 18th, 2024, proof of service for the notice of violation / hearing notice. It was mailed by certified mail. The signed certified mail receipt is included. It was also posted. The affidavit of posting is included. A copy of the City of Green Acres permit screenshot showing the permits associated with the property to date, and photos of the property.
So we have a area that used to have, looks like a concrete triangular shaped parking area, which is no longer there. And then you got vehicles still parking on an
Yes, Your Honor.
impervious surface. So those are the two And this is a permit type of situation, yes? You have to get a permit to do the work?
Yes.
It is.
Has that been applied for at this
Not
point?
to date.
Nothing?
It
Okay.
has not been applied for. We have representation for the
Yeah.
property owners as well.
Okay, what's the city's recommendation for compliance?
$100 a day after 30 days.
And what are you, so what's within the 30 days, they would have to do what? Get the vehicles off the unpaved surface and get the permit?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, who do we have here on behalf of the respondent? Come on up. Ma'am, and then you, if you'll put your name and address into the record, and then you can tell me about the case, or if you have any questions, you can ask the questions.
Okay. My name is Elsie Mendoza. I'm the daughter of the homeowner.
Okay?
I have the paperwork for the permit. I have a survey. It was a lot of miscommunications with the previous case enforcer. She would send me somewhere, well, she would like direct me to a person, and then that person would direct me to somebody else, and I got confused. So I kind of lost confidence in reaching out to the city for more help and direction. But I do have signed papers. I just need to get them in and some help in filling them.
Are you doing this as yourself as the owner, or are you hiring a contractor?
My dad will do it, yes.
I beg your pardon?
Owner,
Okay. Has the city seen the paperwork that the young lady is speaking about?
came in.
And then I'll be happy to take a look at that as well.
That's the, that.
You got it notarized, you haven't submitted it, right?
Mm-hmm. And then
Anything
the
else?
survey.
And the survey?
Mm-hmm.
So will that be a complete owner-builder application?
Her dad is
Or her dad's gonna do it as the contractor? Okay, good. And are we comfortable that 30 days is enough time for this to be issued and everything? If this is, assuming good faith, this gets turned in no later than today or tomorrow. Well, again, I don't want to set this up for failure. I want to make sure, but if it's doable in 30 days, I'm fine with that.
Your Honor, in the event that they, in the building department, need more than just that documentation, I don't think the city would be able to actually give them 60 days.
Yeah,
Because you're gonna also need to install the driveway,
Right.
have somewhere to park the cars
Right.
without still being in violation.
I'd be more comfortable with the 60 as well. I think that's a good idea. Okay. Ma'am, is there anything else you'd like to tell me? Oh, so, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, nothing comes to mind right now.
I guess strictly speaking, the application and the survey are part of the record for this hearing. Do you guys want to take care of making copies of that internally and adding it to the code enforcement file once it's submitted? I don't want to take time right now, but we did all look at it, so I'll let you guys worry about that offline. Okay. All right, anything else from the city? Okay, then in this case, we have proper notice. Respondent is present through family, and the city has proper notice documents in the file. Based on the testimony and the evidence, I will find property remains in violation as cited. We'll set December 30th as the compliance deadline. After that, daily fines of $100 per day are assessed until compliance is achieved. All right, thank you, ma'am. Good luck.
Your Honor, we're gonna go back to case number 10. There is a respondent present for case 8-24-1063-7. This is the John Linda Terranova Trust.
Got it? And you can proceed when you're ready.
Good afternoon. My name is Xavier Morales, Code Compliance Officer for the City of Green Acres. This property is located at 5900 South 38th Street. The property owners are listed as John and Linda Terranova Trust. This property was first cited on May 2nd, 2024. This case is about trees on the property that were cut down without a permit. I have submitted a package for evidence, which includes proof of ownership, PAPAs, a copy of the notice of violation dated August 2nd, 2024, proof of service for the notice of violation. It was mailed by certified mail. The signed certified mail receipt is included. It was also posted, and the affidavit of posting is included. A copy of the notice to appear dated September 19th, 2024, and proof of service for the notice to appear was posted. The affidavit of posting is included. I also included a copy of the City of Green Acres permit request for this property as of October 25th, 2024. A permit has not been requested. And I also have photos of the property.
Okay, city's recommendation for compliance, or what does compliance look like for a case like this? This seems like it's kind of an irreparable and irreversible situation. What needs to happen for this to be brought into compliance?
The trees need to be replaced, Your Honor.
So what, is there like a schedule in the code that tells the respondent what they need to replace? 'Cause I mean, I'm looking at the picture that looked like a really big tree. I don't know if you can get something like for like. I would think that there would have to be, I don't know, that's why I'm asking, what do they have to do?
They have to meet with planning and zoning, which will outline, they will come up with a plan on which type of trees they can replace those trees with, and the amount, depending on the lot size. Your
Okay,
Honor.
so there's a schedule and a formula and all that sort of thing. So what, that sounds like a process. What kind of time frame are we talking for code enforcement purposes?
30 days, Your Honor.
Oh, that's all, that's to meet with planning and zoning and make the determination on what the replacement tree or trees are and get them planted. Do they need a permit to plant the new ones? Will that be part of that whole planning
part
and
of the process,
zoning
yes,
meeting
Your
process? Okay. And then daily fine recommendation?
$100 a day.
30 and 100, all right. All right, and do we have, who do we have here? Yes, sir, come on up. Were you here when I swore everybody in earlier? You were, thank you, okay. Go ahead and put your name and address into the record, and then you can proceed.
My name is Joseph Terranova. My address is 9948 Cross Pine Court.
Yes, sir.
I'm the property manager for the Terranova Trust, and those trees were cut down right after purchase because they were dead, and we weren't aware we needed a permit. And when the previous code enforcement told me I had to get a permit to backdate those removals, and I've come in here 3 times over 4 different tree companies, and none of them want to pull a permit. They don't think it's worth their time because there's not a big job involved. They're just telling me that it wasn't enough money for them for me to pay the permit fee and then give them a fee to have pulled the permit. So I've gone through 3 companies. I have one now, but they're out still doing Milton cleanup, and they come back this week.
Okay,
So I'm hopefully going to get them in. But I was informed that as long as the property has the minimum required trees, I didn't have to replant any trees.
okay,
So I don't know, that's new to me.
I don't know.
Your Honor, it's possible he may not have to replant, he still has to apply for the permit.
Yeah.
And there may be a penalty associated with removing trees without a permit. That's a planning and zoning calculation, they've got to count trees and things like that.
That's an administrative thing that's above my pay grade.
Exactly.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. Have you scheduled a meeting with planning and zoning yet?
Not yet. I didn't know how to meet planning and zoning. I just had the contractors come to submit a permit.
Okay.
Because I had a large chunk I wanted to remove, but when I realized the minimum requirement on the property had to be so many trees, we wanted to leave them. Because it's probably 15 trees plus. So those 3 we cut down, I had to get backdated permit for.
Okay. I mean, I'm feeling like this is another 60-day kind of thing. I just want to be, I don't want
Yeah,
to.
I was gonna see if I could get more time just to make sure I can
You know, if
get.
you can get it done sooner, awesome, but I'd rather give you 60 days and you know,
Okay.
let you go through the meeting process and the calculation process, and, you know, hopefully, if you have the right stuff still on your property, new plantings won't be necessary. Is there, to the city, is there, like, stump removal requirements or anything like that that goes along with this? Because it looks like there's still, the trees were cut down, but the stumps are still sticking out of the ground of significant, I mean, I don't know if that's part of this or not.
To be honest, Your Honor, I don't know if that's part of the meeting with planning and zoning.
They'll
Yes.
handle all that, I'll get.
Yeah.
All right, so that's another question, I think, another good reason to go ahead and make this a 60-day compliance window. All right. Thank you, sir. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me before I enter my order?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
All right, anything else from the city?
Nothing further. Your Honor.
Okay. Then we have proper notice. Based on the testimony and the evidence, I will find the property remains in violation. As cited, I will set compliance for December 30th, which is 60 days. After that, daily fines of $100 per day are assessed until compliance is achieved. All right, good luck, sir.
I think everybody signed in. We're gonna do Pierre's. Yeah. Special Magistrate, the next case that will be called will be 9-24-10773, Pierre Auto Sales, Inc., and that will be presented by Jerry Bernal.
Which agenda item number is that?
Repeat violator, I think it's the last one.
9-24-10773, item 20.
20.
Item 20.
There we go. Pierre Auto Sales, Inc., 257 Broward Avenue. You can proceed when you're ready.
Case number 10773, the property is located at 257 Broward Avenue, and the property listed is Pierre Auto Sales. This property was first cited by myself on 9/13/24, when a combination notice of violation and request to appear was initiated. The case is about pavers installed in the front yard without permit and inspection, open storage of various items, building materials on the side of the house behind the fence, parking of unregistered vehicles on property, on the property itself, and then on the right-of-way, what we call the swale. And there's also a past due amount of his business tax receipt from 2024, of approximately $101.74. To date, the open storage has been removed. No permit application has been submitted for the pavers, and unregistered vehicles continue to be parked on the property and right away. This is a ongoing, continuous problem. The package for evidence they have submitted includes the proof of ownership from the property appraiser's office, proof of service for the notice to appear / notice of violation dated 9/13 was sent through certified mail and also posted at the property. Affidavit of posting is dated 10/12/24 is included, as well as numerous photos.
Are there two business tax receipts that need to be issued? Because it's listed
Well,
on the agenda
the one
twice.
business tax receipt on record, which is in default for non-payment, is a Piers Towing Service. He needs a business tax receipt for a home-based business for the, I guess, the auto sales, but no application's ever been submitted. We believe he's running an auto sale business out of the residence, which would account for all the unregistered vehicles on the property and on the right-of-way.
And Special Magistrate, he may not be able to, that'll be something he'll have to, talk with our business tax receipt rep. He may not be able to get a BTR for that, but if he can supply us with an affidavit saying he's not running a business, that will cancel out that violation.
So compliance will either re-get it
Yes.
or show proof that
Or
you're not
show
running a
proof
business.
he's not doing
that
it.
you don't need it. Got
Yes.
it. Okay, finding a fact only. So
Your Honor,
according,
we also have testimony from Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office.
okay. Let me go ahead and take all the testimony.
Okay.
And then I've got, you have the building permit regarding the pavers is a repeat violation, so I'll have some questions about that after all the testimony is on the record.
Okay.
So you can call your witness from PBS.
Afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Go
Deputy
ahead.
Warren, Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office with District 16 Green Acres.
Yes, sir.
This has been an ongoing issue, I want to say, for at least over a year.
And this is the parking of all the vehicles? Okay.
Parking unregistered vehicles, parking them in the swale, parking them along Biscayne Avenue on the weekends, unloading them from like tractor-trailer trucks, parking them at the Office Depot parking lot with stolen tags, fake tags, constant issue, multiple violation, multiple red tags we put on the vehicles. We've towed a few of them, and he just doesn't want to comply.
Okay. Understood. All right. Anything else that you need to put on the record?
There have been multiple civil issue calls at his house, reference him selling vehicles to individuals that don't get the registrations or titles of the vehicles. I've been to the house multiple times for that.
Okay. Very good. Thank you. Thank you, sir. In terms of the paver case, there's a notation on my agenda that that's a repeat violation. Is that correct?
Pavers?
No, Special Magistrate, so as follows, those.
Or no,
that is
that's
a
the
new
parking. I'm
violation.
sorry, I was
Yes,
reading it
Parking.
wrong.
The
Okay.
Parking, two are the repeat.
We have numerous cases.
Okay, so that's a repeat, and then the one that has complied was also a repeat, and you're seeking a finding of fact on that.
Correct.
Okay. For the non-repeat violation, which is, let's see,
There'll be three. The 8-67B is a new violation. The exterior property, that violation has complied, but as you said, we're seeking a finding of fact. And then the 8-67A is a new violation. The other two are the repeats.
so the
Oh,
business,
and then, yes, and the paver, sorry, the 105.1 is also a new violation.
okay, so the BTR violation has sort of a set statutory penalty structure, which I will just follow the statute on that. For the other non-repeat violations, what is the city's recommendation for compliance and daily fines?
30 days. Hang on a minute. 30 days, $100.
Okay. Let's talk about the repeat violation, 1428B1C. What are you asking for on that?
I believe,
For the repeat violation 14-28B1C.
Yep.
And also for 14-28A4, we're looking for a fine of $500 because since it's a repeat for each day the property was out of compliance.
And tell me when the violation was the repeat violation was first observed?
the case was initiated on September 13th of this year.
Say that, what day?
September 13th,
September
2024.
And it's still in violation?
As of today, yes, sir.
And that applies to both repeat case numbers?
Yeah, the
Yes.
parking on private property and parking on.
Oh, well, the other one, though, the 1428A4, you did comply. What was the compliance date on that?
1428. Have it. That's the one for blocking the sidewalk, correct?
That's exterior
structure.
property area.
Oh, the property, that compliance date was right here. I believe it was October 17.
All right, that's my
No,
mom's
October
birthday.
15.
15.
October 15.
Never mind, then. Okay. Okay, let me hear from the respondent. Yes, sir, if you can come on up and put your name and address into the record, and then I'll be happy to hear from you.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Pierre. My name is Pierre. Last name is Alexandre. Regarding the cars, I'm working on that right now. I just got a lot, so I have to move them by this week. But for the pavers, I don't know. I need a permit for the pavers, so that's why I don't apply for the permit when I was putting them. And I don't put them for extra parking. I just put them because the grass was gone, because the sprinter was out of service.
But I mean, it sounds to me like this has been going on for a long time.
Yeah, the parking issue, yeah. All the unregistered cars, yes. Been doing back and forth. But for the pavers, I don't know. I need a permit. But right now, I just get a car lot, so I'm gonna remove all the cars.
Right, this is a residential neighborhood, is it not?
Yes.
It's not supposed to be a car lot, it's supposed to be a residential neighborhood.
Yeah, but I don't run any business at the house.
Okay.
They might assuming I'm doing something, but I don't run any business at the house.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me, sir?
No.
Okay, anything else from the
For
city?
For the paver, I don't know if they're gonna give, I don't know how many days they can give me so I can come to the permit or something.
Well, I mean, quite frankly, the violations regarding the vehicles are, based on what I'm seeing, are repeat violations. So, I mean, I'm not giving you time to comply. The daily fines are going to start running, and they'll stop running when you get the property into compliance. But it's, based on what I've heard, that ship sailed a while ago.
I'm talking about the pavers. To get a permit for it?
For the pavers, that is a violation that I am going to give you 30 days to get that taken care of. Yep. All right, anything else? No.
Your Honor,
Yeah.
working on the pavers, from the picture, you can see that the pavers were put next to the existing driveway. He may not be able to get a permit for those pavers to be there because it's essentially removing a landscape.
I see.
So, just so you know, you may have to remove the permit, the pavers, and put landscaping back in. You may not be able to get a permit.
Okay.
So if you can't get a permit, you need to remove the pavers and put landscaping back in.
So compliance is gonna either be to get the permit for the pavers, or if permit's not issuable, to remove the pavers and return it to the code compliant state with, I guess, sod, presumably. Okay. All right. You're gonna correct me if I stumble on this. This is a complicated order. So first of all, city has proper notice with the notice documents in the file, and the respondent is present at today's hearing. I find, based on the testimony and the evidence, that the property remains in violation as cited. I find that the violations of City Code Sections 1428B1C and 1428A4 are repeat violations. Those are both based on a 2022 case dated March 16th, 2022. Looks like case number 8789 that complied on September 12th of 2022. For those two repeat violations, I'm going to assess daily fines of $500 per day beginning September 13th. The violation of City Code 1428B1C remains in violation, so those fines continue to accrue at a daily basis until compliance is achieved. The violation of City Code 1428A4 complied on October 15th, so that's no longer running, but I will make that finding. For the non-repeat violations, I'm going to allow 30 days for compliance, and after that, daily fines of $100 per day until compliance is achieved. And for the so we have a business tax receipt that expired. Is that, so
Yeah.
for that one, it's the statutory, there's an accrual up to 25% of the tax. And then is there also a $250 penalty that the city imposes on that? I'll assess that as well. Okay, does that cover it? I think we got everything. I will sign that. Like I said, this was a complicated order, but there's a lot going on with this property, so you need to get this property in order. This is not a used car lot, it's a residence. So I will sign that order and urge you to get this taken care of as soon as possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, next case.
Okay. I'm gonna hold off on this one. So that was the last of the signatures. If you haven't signed in, please sign in. If you're the owner or the respondent, if not, then we will call the next ones who's here.
241 Jennings.
Okay.
Where are we signing?
Over here. 1 second, sir. Not you. You can come. 1 second, sir.
Number 16. Where's the sheet? Three signs in.
Is he the owner?
Yeah.
Okay. What number is it? 16?
16.
Okay. Right here. Thank you.
What,
So,
Number 16.
16?
yes. 9-24-10768 will be the next case call, and it was initiated and presented by Jerry Bernard.
241 Jennings Avenue, David T. Carey. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed.
Jerry Burnell, Code Compliance Officer for the City of Green Acres. The property is located at 241 Jennings Avenue, and the property owner listed is David T. Carey. This property was listed on September the 10th, 2024, when I issued a notice of violation. And the case is about a fence installation without permit. To date, no fence permit application has been submitted. On Monday, I did get a call from the property owner, Mr. Carey, stating that he was at City Hall beginning the permit process. However, he ran into a problem with the property survey. Apparently, it's outdated, and he has to get it up to date before he can apply for the permit. I submitted the package for evidence includes the property of ownership from the proof of ownership from the property appraiser's office, proof of service for the request to appear hearing notice dated October the 4th was mailed certified and also posted at the property in City Hall. Affidavit of posting dated October 15 is included, as well as photos.
What is the city's recommendation for a compliance date and daily fines if compliance is not achieved?
30 days to get the permit and $50 a day.
50, all right. Anything else from the city before I hear from the respondent?
That's all for now.
All right, who do we have here on behalf of the respondent? Mr. Carey, come on up, put your name and address into the record, and then the floor is yours to tell me about the case.
All right. My name is David Carey, 241 Jennings Avenue.
Yes, sir.
Basically, I had some fence damage, so I was repairing the fence, and I honestly did not know I needed a permit. So when I did come, like you said, I came in the other day to get it, and I brought the wrong survey, so I've actually got all the correct stuff with me today. So I'm going to try and take care of that even right today.
Okay.
But again, I didn't know I needed a permit because just doing fence repair.
Okay. Well, now you know.
Now I know.
So, you know, I've been kind of stretching compliance a little. I'm going to do the same for you. I'm going to give you 60 days to get this buttoned up, which is December 30th.
Yeah, sounds fair. Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell me before I enter my order?
I've never done it before, so I'm gonna go when I go up there. They're gonna tell me what I need and how I'm supposed to put it all together to keep it compliant.
That's how it should work, yes, sir.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Okay, anything else from the city? Okay. Proper notice, Mr. Carey is present at today's hearing. Based on testimony and the evidence, find property remains in violation as cited. We're going to set compliance as December 30th, which is 60 days. After that, daily fines of $50 per day until compliance is achieved. Good luck, Mr. Carey.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
He gave him 60.
All right.
The next case that will be called will be item 17, case 9-24-10783. And this case will be presented by Jerry Bernal.
All right, this is 713 Sunny Pine Way, Suite B2. Patricia Benavidez and Rocchio Amuse. I'm sure I butchered that, and I apologize, but you can proceed.
Jerry Burnell, Code Compliance Officer for the City of Green Acres. The property is 713 Sunny Pine Way, Suite B. This property was cited by myself on September 13, 2024, when a notice of violation and a request to appear combo was initiated. And the case is about kitchen and/or plumbing renovations done without a permit. On September the 3rd, the complainant, Sandra Milena Gonzalez, came to City Hall. Sandra lives downstairs in B1. She wanted to report water damage. Water had leaked from B2 into her apartment and created damage which consisted of mold and drywall in her kitchen area. Ms. Gonzalez hired a plumber who went to apartment B2 and made repairs. And he also took photos of his findings. Those are the photos in the packet. Since then, I've had no contact except from, I believe, may have been the owner's son or nephew, stating that they had bought the unit as it was. But since then, no application has been submitted for a permit for the work done.
Okay.
Proof of ownership. My packet includes proof of ownership from the property appraiser's office, proof of service for the request to appear and hearing notice dated 9/13 was sent through certified mail and posted on the property in City Hall. The affidavit of posting is in the packet dated October 12th, and the photos are included.
All right, what's your recommendation for compliance and daily fines?
My recommendation, I believe, was 90 days, $100.
Thank you. And who do we have on behalf of the respondent?
Respondent is here as well as my complainant.
Okay. Did you want to have testimony from your complaining neighbor before I
Sure,
hear
we
from
can
the
put her in the
respondent?
record.
It's totally up to you.
Señor Bernal, ¿usted me traduce?
Am I allowed to translate? No.
Preferably someone else would translate instead of it. Are you able to translate for? Yes. Okay.
I might know how to certain terminologies.
Buenas tardes, su señoría, y para todos. Mi nombre es Sandra Milena González y vivo en 713 SUNY Pan Way, Green Acres, Florida, apartamento B1.
Good afternoon. First, my name is Joanna Gonzalez. I'm her sister.
Okay.
So she's saying, my name is Sandra Milena Gonzalez. I'm the owner of, what's the address? 713 Sunny Pine Way, Suite B1. Green Acres, Florida, 33415.
Okay.
Soy la propietaria del apartamento del primer piso. Hace 60 días hablé con la propietaria del segundo piso y con sus dos hijos, hija e hija, para informar de una filtración de agua en la esquina de mi cocina.
60 days ago, I had an issue in my apartment. I went and spoke with the owner, he's here, and her daughter and her son to show them what's the damage they have done in my apartment in the first floor.
En este mismo tiempo informé a la asociación HOA de mi condo, informé a la ciudad y me contacté con la aseguradora para solicitar la prueba del moho, I have black mold, tengo moho negro. Hace 60 días no he tenido, se hizo el arreglo provisional del segundo piso y hasta el momento no he recibido ninguna otra arreglo.
I contacted the HOA to confirm what happened, my homeowner's insurance, and
HOA.
insurance, HOA, and
The city hall.
and the city to report the complaint. So far, I haven't get any answer for any for the department, the owner of the department. And I have a proof of I have a black mold in my house.
Hoy fue removido los gabinetes de mi cocina, traje moho negro de mi cocina. Tengo una hija de 12 años, estoy viviendo allí, he tenido problemas de migraña, secreción nasal, dolor de cabeza. Soy maestra del condado de Palm Beach, trabajo para Royal Palm Community High School y me siento afectada por los daños ocasionados del segundo piso que nadie ha reparado y quiero pedirle su señoría.
Is that a piece of drywall with okay, I'm not gonna take that. I really don't care to come into contact with that. I take your word for it that there's mold in the residence. And I'm sure the city is not really interested in taking custody of that either. So, thank you for bringing it, but,
So what has have been removed a piece of the mold of the cabinet, and she lived with a 12 years old daughter, and both have been have issues of her health for migraine, runny nose, and she works for a
Pardon.
as a teacher in what's the school name?
Royal Palm.
Royal Palm High School.
Actualmente tengo el reporte del moho de una empresa de laboratorio que me dice que tengo moho negro y quiero saber, su señoría, quién responde a mis daños, puesto que yo he sido la afectada durante los últimos 60 días.
I have to hire at a company to make a mold test. She have to pay by herself. Nobody have pay for it, and she wants to know who can take care of all the expenses that he have done it on her property, because so far nobody have done it.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Does any city have any other witnesses?
No, that's all, sir.
All right.
I have the last one, sorry.
Oh.
Cuando yo inicié la remodelación de mi cocina, la ciudad me otorgó todos los permisos de electricidad, agua, general contractor, y pagué todos los permisos. Hice las cosas bien para la remodelación de mi cocina hace 2 años.
When I got in my house, I did all the permits to remodel my kitchen. I went to the city, I paid all my permits, I did all the procedures that I have to do, and in order to avoid any problems in the future with my house. And I think I have done everything correct, just to cover all my stuff. So I just want to let you know that I always complete and do what I have told to do.
And I have recently pictures.
And she has photos from today, how her kitchen looks like on the walls.
Okay. All right,
Gracias.
thank you. Question for the city. So the code enforcement case is doing work without a permit in Unit B2.
Correct.
But the work that was done in B2 without a permit allegedly caused some water damage to Unit B1.
Correct, because
So, does the building permit and the building code require the work in B2 to also remediate anything in B1, or is that more, isn't that gonna be like a civil
Civil
matter between the owners of B1 and the owners of B2?
yes, sir.
That's what it appears to me, that
Correct.
I'd say all the time, code enforcement doesn't solve every problem in the world, and
That's
I don't
correct, sir.
think code enforcement is gonna reach down into B1. That's gonna be a civil matter, I mean,
Correct.
unless I'm missing some. Okay. Okay, anything else from the city?
That is.
All right, let me hear from the respondents in this case. Well, sir, go ahead and put your name and address into the record, and then you can proceed, and I'll be happy to hear from you.
I'm Caesar from 713. I'm the son of the owner.
Okay.
So when this leak happened that day, the lady from downstairs came up to our apartment saying that she knew a plumber. The same day we came in and fixed the situation, and it was very expensive. It was $200. I have the receipt right here. It's saying, I don't know if you want to see it.
That's the receipt for what?
The plumber that came in and fixed the leak the same day that she came in.
I guess the question is, I mean, the work that was done requires a building permit.
Yeah, that work that was done, it was 16 years ago, and we only had the cabinets fixed, and the man that did the work, he never went behind the wall to do the plumber. He only extended the pipes about a feet to move the faucet. And that was 16 years ago, and we didn't know that we needed a permit. That he only did the cabinets, and and we try to contact him, and we can't find the guy. He might have left the city, or we don't really know where he's. Like I said, it was 16 years ago. We don't know what happened to him.
So let me ask the city, what exactly does needs to happen in terms of code compliance? So is it permits for,
Plumbing was involved when they moved, just from the corner to the side, which requires a permit.
so some plumbing was touched?
Correct.
It was extended from the outside,
And that
about a
requires-
foot.
That requires a permit.
Okay, so yeah, we didn't know that 16 years ago. That's when we hired the guy. He suggested to move it. It will be easier and it will look better. And also, I want to say, on the violation notice, it says that the inspector came into our apartment to see the supposed remodeling. We were waiting there the day, all day, and he never came into our apartment. So I don't know. It says that he came in. He was at our apartment, so we were waiting all day.
You want to address that?
Court inspector.
I have the.
An inspector from the city?
It says here. If I notice inspection of following property, 713B2. And we were waiting that day because the homeowners association told us that he was coming.
This is the notice that I posted on the
Right.
floor. And the wording states that you're here notified that an inspection of the following property.
Which we didn't have an inspector,
There was no inspection, it's just me posting this
You
on the door.
posting the notice of the
Correct.
violation.
but there was no
No,
inspection.
there was
either, yeah.
nobody went into your apartment.
And we found out that the inspector only went downstairs. He didn't come up to our apartment to see if it was, the leak was due to the remodeling. The leak was internal also, what the guy did 16 years ago, he did it from the outside. So we don't really know how we get a permit for that, or
Well, clearly something happened recently to cause all the water damage in the B1, so,
but I think it's more of a wear and tear than the cost from the.
no, if a permit had been pulled at the front end of the job, then there would have been inspections and we would know, but that didn't happen, so. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me, sir, before I enter my order?
No, that'll be all mine.
Okay. Anything else from the city? Okay, in this case, city has proper notice. Based on the testimony and the evidence, I will find property remains in violation as cited. I'm going to accept the city's recommendation, allow 90 days for compliance, which is January 29th, 2025. After that, daily fines of $100 per day are assessed until compliance is achieved. I hear everything that you guys told me, speaking to the owners of B1. The code enforcement case not going to solve your problem. I don't have the tools in the code enforcement toolbox to solve that problem. That may be a civil matter between you and the owners of B2, but this process will simply solve the problem of the fact that no building permit was obtained when the work was done. So, but there's really nothing else that I can do under the law to help you with your personal situation. So I just wanted to explain that. I will sign this order, and I hope everybody gets this worked through as quickly and civilly as possible. All right, thank you all. Where are we going next?
I guess that's the last of it. We can start calling in order of the ones that weren't here. I think this is a different case.
We get all the respondents taken care of?
Magistrate,
We'll just go back to
the initial.
where we left off when you took
Yes.
took over. That one, I think I was almost to 7. No, I got plenty. Thank you very much.
We're just waiting on the attorney and then we'll start.
Pardon me?
We're waiting on the attorney and then we'll start. Do we have another one? Oh, we could start. We could call yours. I'm sorry. We'll wait for the attorney and then we'll call yours. We're gonna call Tyler's case next. Okay, I think he said he's 14. Special Magistrate, the next case that will be called will be item 14, case 8-24-10711. And that case was initiated and will be presented by Jerry Bernal.
Okay, 2152 South Jog Road, G.H. Pines, LLC. Whenever you're ready.
Jerry Bernal, Code Compliance Officer for the City of Green Acres. This property is located at 2152 South Jog Road, which is the Pines Plaza, and it is owned by G.H. Pines LLC. The problem is the Paradise Laundromat at 2152 South Jog Road. And this property was first cited by me on September 27, when I first initiated a courtesy notice, period. This case is about interior renovations done without a building permit and no business tax receipt for Paradise Laundromat. This information was brought to me by our Fire Marshal Peter Wallwork's yearly inspection. Mr. Wallwork is here. To date, a BTR application has been submitted, but not issued yet because they're still waiting on an inspection. And they have submitted a building application for the interior renovations done without a permit. It's been created on October the 8th, but not issued yet as of today. The proof of packet includes, my evidence packet includes proof of ownership for the shopping center from the property appraiser's office. I also obtained the actual owner of the business through sunbiz.org, which is the official website for the Florida Department of Corporations. A notice of violation and request to appear combo for a hearing was issued on September 3rd and sent certified mail and posted at the property and City Hall. Affidavit of posting is September 17, which is included. The photos included in the file were supplied by the Fire Marshal. And the city is asking for 30 days, $100 after that.
Is it still all three code sections that were cited in the notice, or are we down to just 105.1?
They still haven't obtained none of them, so yeah, the old codes still exist.
I guess it's all the code sections.
I'm sorry?
I said they're still in violation of everything that was listed in the notice, yeah?
Yeah, because nothing's been,
Okay.
What did you list in the notice? The only violation that we talked about that is current is the 105.1.
I just found out that from the fire marshal, that even though the BTR says active, when I looked, they still need the inspection. I must have misread or,
Okay, so just put it on the record and I'll have to do the order for that.
Do you want to take some testimony on that issue? I mean, the notice of violation contains all the code sections, it's just not on my agenda, but I don't think that's
Okay.
fatal.
yeah,
We can add it to the.
Yeah.
yeah, I learned from the fire marshal who's present that even though I saw on the business, on our system, that it said the business tax receipt, it said active, there was another page, I forgot, that I didn't open, that said pending a fire inspection.
All right. Do you want to have the fire marshal put some testimony?
Sure,
on
yes.
that- on that-
Yes, please.
To that? Since you've been here all afternoon, you may as well,
Right?
you may as well get something on the record, right?
Good afternoon. Peter Walwork. I'm the Assistant Fire Marshal for the City of Green Acres. Back in early August, I was in the plaza and noticed that one of the exit doors was blocked as I was driving through, which prompted me to do what we call a complaint inspection, that we see something that's wrong, and we go in for our inspection. I went in, the door was blocked. And an inspection occurred of the plaza of the property. Multiple violations were noted during that inspection, many of which were corrected. Those were not brought forward in this, but they did make progress in correcting some of those. There was construction materials that were being stored in the property, but during that inspection, it was noted that they had made openings in walls, and that they had. I know that for a fact that those were new from the previous year when we did our inspection, as I did it the previous year. They had a small air conditioner as well that was cited to not have a extension cord running it. It wasn't rated for that. I said that needs to be plugged directly into an outlet. And I went back for my reinspection. Most of the things were corrected except for the work without a permit. And he had added an electrical receptacle to power that AC unit in the back, in that same storage area. And he had some other items as well that were easily fixed, were not brought forward in this case, but he did more work without a permit when I went back for my reinspection. I have not heard from him since then on the corrections that were going to be that needed to be made since then. He did reach out to me when I went back that second time and found that electrical outlet. He did reach out for a reinspection, and I did do that. It was fresh drywall up on the walls that was unpainted, and obviously new work.
Okay. Yeah, you guys don't like extension cords in commercial settings. I learned that from my own inspection of my own office.
Yeah,
I got
well,
my
that's it.
hand
90% of fires are started by electrical.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Anything else from the city?
no, sir.
Okay. Respondent is, pardon me? Oh, I thought somebody said something. Respondent is not present, but the city has proper notice. Based on the testimony and the evidence I will find, the property remains in violation as cited in the notice of violation. I'll accept the city's recommendation, require compliance in 30 days. After that, daily fines of $100 per day are assessed until compliance is achieved. All right. Where to next?
The beginning. 1 second. Let me go off the orders. What's 373? Let me see what that's ending in. 10373. We're gonna go based off the board orders because they was in order. So three has.
We're just rolling down the
Oh, no,
agenda
3
at
has
this
complied,
point.
sorry. So I can take that out. So the next item would be 10605. Let me find it on the agenda and then I will. Yes. Special Magistrate, the next item to be called will be item number 8, case number 7-24-1065. And this case was initiated by Melanie, but will be presented by Javier Morales.
Whenever you're ready.
Good afternoon. My name is Xavier Morales, Code Compliance Officer for the City of Green Acres. This property is located at 5613 South 37th Street. The property owners are listed as Aura Romero and Roberto Sanchez. This property was first cited on July 24th, 2024. This case is about the repair and maintenance of the driveway on the right side of the house, the bad condition of the exterior of the house, and trash being stored in the, or debris and items being stored in the carport. I have submitted a package for evidence which includes proof of ownership, a copy of the notice of violation dated July 25th, 2024, proof of service for the notice of violation. It was mailed by certified mail. The signed certified mail receipt is included. A copy of the notice to appear dated September 19th, 2024, and proof of service for that notice to appear. It was posted. The affidavit of posting is included. It was also mailed by certified mail, and the signed certified mail receipt is included, and photos of the property.
What's your recommendation for compliance and daily fines?
$100 after 60 days.
60?
60.
Okay. Respondent is not present. City has proper notice with the notice documents contained in the file. Based on the testimony and the evidence, find the property remains in violation as cited. I'll accept the city's recommendation, require compliance in 60 days, which is, or no later than December 30th, 2024. After that, daily fines of $100 per day are assessed until compliance is achieved.
Number 9. The next item to be called will be item number 9, case 7-24-10626, and this case will be presented by Jerry Bernal.
Okay.
Yep.
Jerry Burnell, Code Compliance Officer for the City of Green Acres. This property located at 707 Sunny Pine Way, Unit E2. The property owner is Thomas Geising, and this property was first cited on July 1st when I issued a courtesy case. And the case is about closed or partially closed shutters. As of today, those shutters still remain closed. No contact has been made with the property owner. As a matter of fact, neighbors have told me that they haven't seen the property owner in over 2 years. I submitted a packet of evidence which includes proof of ownership from the property appraiser, proof of service for notice of violation dated 8/16/24. Affidavit of posting for that violation was 8/27/2024. Request to appear for a hearing notice dated September 3rd was sent through certified mail and posted at the property. Affidavit of posting is September 17, 2024, and photos are included.
What What is your compliance recommendation?
Recommendation is 10 days, $100.
Thank you. All right, I do find proper notice, even though the respondent is not present, find property remains in violation as cited. I will require compliance no later than November 10th, 2024. After that, daily fines of $100 per day are assessed until compliance is achieved.
Huh? That's just a finding of fact, because they complied. Yeah, I think they brought the case and I have an order here for it. Which number is, 91? So we'll call that one next. Let me put this in. What item was that? Oh. I mean,
15.
So the next case that will be called will be item 18, case 9-24-10791, and that will be presented. The property has complied, Special Magistrate. We're just seeking a finding of fact. It would comply before the hearing, but we are seeking a finding of fact.
Okay.
Good afternoon. My name is Xavier Morales, Code Compliance Officer for the City of Green Acres. This property is located at 3812 Jog Road. The property owner is listed as Church in the Palms Incorporated. The registered agent is listed as Dale Ebby. This property was first cited on September 4th, 2024. This case is about a commercial school bus that is parked on the grass. I have submitted a package for evidence, which includes the proof of ownership, PAPAs, a copy of the Sunbiz printout listing the registered agent, a copy of the notice of violation dated September 19th, 2024. Proof of service for the notice of violation, it was posted. The affidavit of posting is included. It was also mailed by certified mail, and the signed certified mail receipt is included. A copy of the notice of violation / hearing notice dated September 27th, 2024. Proof of service for that notice of violation / hearing notice. It was posted. The affidavit of posting is included. And I have photos of the bus. And as mentioned, this case has been complied, but the city is seeking a finding of fact for the violation.
Is it that school bus we're talking about, right?
Yes, the school
All right,
bus.
so the notice of violation required compliance within 14 days from receipt of the notice. Certified mail was signed on September 26th. So that would be, they didn't comply till after October 10th. When did they comply?
They complied recently. The last photo of the school bus was October 18th, if my memory serves me well.
Wrong direction. October 17th, there's still a picture of it in violation.
Yes,
So
Your
it
Honor.
came into compliance after that. Oh, there we go, October 28th.
On October 28th, it was gone. It was moved.
Okay. All right, so I do find proper notice, even though the respondent is not present. Based on the testimony and the evidence, I find that the property came into compliance no earlier than October 28th. The notice of violation required compliance no later than October 10th. Therefore, I will issue a finding of fact in this case.
The next item would be item 15, case 8-24-10714. And this case will be presented by Jerry Bernal.
Jerry Burnell, Code Compliance Officer for the City of Green Acres. The property is 518 Shady Pine Way, Unit D1. The owner listed is Michael Shapiro. This property was first cited by me on August 21st, and this case is about closed or partially closed shutters. To date, the shutters remain closed. I've been advised by the property manager of the condo association and neighbors that Mr. Shapiro is currently in prison. I've submitted a package of evidence which includes the proof of ownership from the property appraiser, proof of service for the request to appear for hearing notice dated September 3rd, which was sent through certified mail and also posted at the property. Affidavit of posting dated September 17, 2024 is included, as well as the photos.
Is this a 10-day, $100?
Yes, sir, 10 days,
per day
$100.
after, same as the previous one? All right, I do find proper notice, even though the respondent is not present. Find property remains in violation as cited, require compliance 10 days, which is November 10th, 2024. After that, daily fines of $100 per day until compliance is achieved. All right, let's bring this in for a landing.
Yes.
Finally.
The next item will be item 19, case 9-24-10796, and this will be presented by Jerry Bernal.
Jerry Burnell, Code Compliance Officer, City of Green Acres. Property is located at 223 Foxtail Drive, Unit G. And the listed owner is Carlos L. Highbridge. This property was first cited by myself on September 18, and this is, case is about hurricane panels installed on the residence. As of today, the panels still remain on the property installed. Submitted a package for evidence, which includes a proof of ownership from Property Appraiser's Office, proof of service for the request to appear for hearing notice dated October 4th, 2024, which was mailed certified and posted at the property. Affidavit of posting dated October 15, 2024 is included, as well as photos.
10 days, $100.
10 days, $100.
Excuse me, I do find proper notice, even though the respondent is not present. I find property remains in violation as cited, require compliance no later than November 10th, 2024. After that, daily fines of $100 per day are assessed until compliance is achieved.
Your Honor, we only have one last housekeeping issue, and this is the last case, old business, case 6-24-1051-4.
Yeah.
This is a noise complaint. The respondent had a death in the family, so we've agreed to continue the matter.
I see that.
So we just wanted
Okay.
record for payment.
Granted, to the extent I need to grant it. Is there anything else for the good of the order before we adjourn? All right, it is, we beat 5 o'clock.